What's going on, YouTube? It's James with CarnEvil Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another battle report for you today. I got a game against at round 2 of CarnEvil in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm playing against Jeremy Schweizer. Now, this is actually my first time ever playing Jeremy, but I've actually talked to Jeremy quite a few times, and we've actually hung out a couple times after big GT tournaments. Now, Jeremy's part of the Bruise crew that is from Ohio. In game 1, I actually fought against Justin Berge, which is also part of the Bruise. So I got to play both of them. They both came out here. There was one other member that was there, but I think he ended up playing Dan in this round. If not this round, it was the next. But I'm very interested. Now, Jeremy is actually one of the guys who are like one of the top painted armies at most of the tournaments that we go to. So it's really cool to have another army that's just like beautifully painted on the table, especially on this video that I'm about to show to you guys. So without further ado, let's go over what I brought to the table and what he brought. So let's start off with my cave goblins here. I got 21 cave goblins. On the right, that is Goblin Baxter, or I'm sorry, that is Goblin Joe. Goblin Joe is a goblin shaman with 2 spells, the spell scroll. That is about it. Little gods. Now, over here I got the 5 Goblin Wolf Riders, just chaff unit of Wolf Riders. Then I got my 6 Boar Boys of the Boarpocalypse, the Boarpocalypse Boys. These guys have Mechanox totems, turns off any magical items that they are touching, as long as they're in base-to-base contact with that unit. It could be their units or even my own, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. Gotta have them with the proper charges and the right team-ups. Over here, I got the 37 Savage Orc Ed Bashers, Feral Orc Ed Bashers with spears, the Big Stabadon, Banner of Speed, the BSB, and the Ironhide Icon. And this is the second game in a row where my opponent has 0 shooting, so I don't have to worry about my guys getting shot with the freaking Ironhide Icon. Over here I got 2 Gargantula Spiders on the left. That is the Chicken Rock. The Chicken Rock is a is the Chicken Head's mount, which really it's just another Gargantula Spider. It's nothing basic. I mean, just kind of cool looking is all. Come on, man. You know what I meant. On the right, that's my tournament MVP, the Mother of Dragons, the Grease MVP, the freaking Breaker of Chains, the Gargantula Spider, the A-Rock, the most stable rock in my army. She has won herself plenty of awards and her space on my table every single time I play. Over here I got, on the left, that is Goblin Joe. I'm sorry, that's Goblin Baxter Joe. I confused them. Goblin Baxter Joe has 3 spells and a MR2, and then on the right, that is King Koopa. King Koopa is a 1-up, 4-up goblin, forest goblin with poison and the obsidian blade. Over here, I got 6 cave trolls, and then right here, Zod demands you to kneel before Zod's presence. Now, unfortunately, my little freaking banner broke off, and then in the next game, the head of the dragon pops off, so I have to fix that before we go to the next GT, which is actually Michigan GT coming up in October. So Zod is a orc general badass. He's a black orc, iron orc, whatever you want to call it, weapons master. He has a great weapon. He has hand weapon shield. He has divine icon. He has a 1-up, 4-up, and he has the bluffer's helm, which is just awesome. Alright, for my magic spells, I got Fix It Up, Evil Eye, Stay Quiet, and Sneaky Stabbing. And then I also got the Web Launcher. I confused on which guy had which on this game, but I think it really didn't matter too much. It might, whatever. And we're playing in the diagonal. Now, we are playing, was it the banner scenario? No, we're playing the one, it's breakthrough. We have to get to the other side's deployment phase, or deployment zone. So, I know you can't make it out in this picture, and I swear to God, I'm very sorry about that. I actually wish I would have took pictures of his individual pieces before we started the game. But, from left to right, on the left, those are a unit of Claw Fiends, about 5 of them. In the big center, that is the Soul Grinder, or Demon Engine, whatever it's called. Behind the tower, you can't see it. It's about like 20 to 30 Plaguelings, or Tallymen. Behind the building, which you can't see, is his general, which is the Lord, it's like the Lord of Change. The what do they call him? The Seeker of Change? I don't know. Anyways, you know what I mean. The giant bird, goddammit. But it's a Forge World model. You will see it later on. I have some really good pictures later on in this video. He has 2 units of Pink Horrors. He has 1 Chariot with a freaking Bolt Thrower on it. He has 3 Crusher Knights. And then he has 2 more Claw Fiends on the right side. He did deploy his army, or actually, did I deploy it again first? Yeah, I think I deployed it. So he deployed majority of his army behind the tower to the left of the tower. I was going ahead and I was dropping my wolf riders over there, kind of like making them think that I was going to go that way. But then I started deploying everything to the right of the tower. I didn't want to have that chokehold on the left side of the tower. I did put the A-Rock on the left side. I kind of put it in the exact same format you just saw me do in the last game I just played. The only difference is I put my general a little bit closer to the action. The boar boys, I put the boar boys far out to the right, because my whole goal with the boar boys is honestly just to get into that deployment zone. I do not want him to do shit. He doesn't. The only magical items he has is on his general. So like the boar boys have no reason whatsoever to turn off anybody's magical items. All they need to do is get to the damn deployment zone and earn me some points. Okay, so Koopa and the Chicken Rock are on the right side. You can't see them. Obviously, the goblins are behind the savages. I put them back out in horde formation, and the trolls are next to the general. So we're gonna go to turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Of course, I vanguarded my wolf riders behind everybody. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going backwards. I'm not gonna get hit by magic. I'm not gonna go ahead and do anything. Jeremy tells me, I go, Jeremy, what lores do you have? And he goes, I have Lore of Nature. And he's a demon player, but he has this thing that gives him the accessibility of Lore of Nature. So I was like, I will take nature on both my goblin shamans, which I figure will play a crucial role later on in the game. So I go ahead and I move up my savages, I move up my A-Rock, I move up my trolls, I move up my general, I move up Koopa towards those claw fiends, but I keep the boar boys and the chicken rock back because I want Koopa to like lure out the claw fiends. Magic phase, I got 6 power dice. I go ahead and I do absolutely nothing. Most of my stuff was out of range. Couldn't hit shit for the life of me. Didn't have line of sight for most of the part. So I just go straight into shooting. I go ahead and I do a web launcher. I do it onto his demon engine. I think I was going for the claw fiends, but it just drifted to the demon engine. And it did absolutely nothing. Just chaffed him up for a turn. And it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Turn 1. Demons. Now, so as you can see, I did fix it up onto his juggernauts, because I figured if they charge a long charge, they would have a hard time dealing with re-rolling 6s. But as you can see, this is kind of how his army looks over here. He's kind of moving around that tower. He was playing a little bit more conservative, to be honest. He wasn't really, even though it's a close combat army, he was kind of worried about what I have on my side. So he was kind of just playing a little bit more conservative. These guys walked right in front of Koopa. They might have charged Koopa. I don't remember. I think they just walked in front of Koopa. I don't think oh yeah, he walked in front of Koopa because he was worried if I could get a double charge or something like that. So he just put him this way. Magic phase got 9 power dice. He goes ahead and he does blue fire. Look at that card. Nice card. He does blue fire onto my general, and I let it go, but it does absolutely nothing to my general. My general takes it like a champ, just shrugs it off, and is like, and he miscasted with double 6s on that. He rolled 3 dice, miscast, took out. He rolls to see what the miscast is. It gets a big template. Boom! Blows up a shit ton of pink horrors. He only has 4 pink horrors left in that unit. Alright. And that was it. There was no shooting. Obviously, it's the bolt thrower, but the bolt thrower didn't do shit. It's going to go and start off Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. And it's time to say it. I'm going to scream it out loud. You guys are going to have to cover your ears if you're sensitive to it. But Koopa! Koopa charges in. Okay? Now, I have enough room, we were playing with this, that if I wheel towards them and go in, the A-Rock could get in like so, or the Chicken Rock could get in like so, and I'm like, Chicken Rock, go for it, charging in. So he's going to have to take that both there. Now, I moved the trolls into the water like a dumbass. I moved the boar boys out because I figured the boar boys are going to need to start moving in towards the objective area. I moved the Zada over. I'm like, whatever, Zada's protected from the flank by the trolls. If the trolls really fail against those crushers, I am SOL. But I think I'll be okay. I think the trolls will handle it. They'll be steadfast. We should be able to kill at least one and hold a steadfast. Oh, actually, there is no steadfast. I'm in the water. Huh. Whatever. Whatever. But, that's something interesting. I didn't even think about it when it happened. But it happened. Anyways. Move up my... I don't really move my savages or the A-Rock, though. They've been chilling in the trees the whole time. I move up my goblins, obviously. Magic phase got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I fix it up onto these guys. I'm like, you know what? They're getting close. Now, these are claw fiends, so their movement is freaking huge. They could pretty much get across the table, no problem. So I throw the fix it up onto the claw fiends, figuring their main target right now is the A-Rock. The A-Rock is the only one close enough for them to get. So not only that, I go into shooting phase. I think I failed everything else that I tried to do, or he stopped it. Shooting phase, I shoot the web launcher into the same unit. I do 2 wounds, actually, which is pretty interesting. Did 2 wounds. They're web launched. They're going to take DTs for charging in. Over here, Koopa does 2 wounds. The Chicken Rock does like another 2-3 wounds. He goes ahead and he swings, and he fails to wound anything at all. And Koopa and the Chicken Rock just reform facing this way, and it's gonna start off turn 2. Demon Legions. Demon Legions turn 2. He doesn't charge in. Yeah, he didn't charge in. He's moving around his wizard. He's moving around his bolt thrower. He's trying to take pot shots at my general. He has a freaking crusher sitting back there. He has a tallyman coming around. On the left side, I think he did charge the A-Rock, though. We'll see in a second. We'll see in a bit. Anyways. Magic Fade's got 6 power dice. Goes ahead and tries to do something. I dispel scroll it, and yes, that is it. That is the end of his turn. He didn't have anything else with the Claw Fiends. It's going to go ahead and start off my turn. What the fuck's going on? I'm lost on what turn it is. I am totally lost on what turn it is. Let's see, where am I? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I guess it's my turn. Anyways, I'm really confused. Anyways, let's go on. So it's my turn, Orcs and Goblins. Turn whatever the numbers you're going to see on here. I go ahead and I move up the Trolls even further. I move the Chicken Rock and Koopa around. I move the Boar Boys, keeping in line with them. The Boar Boys are the only ones that are slightly further back than everybody else, because I don't want the Boar Boys to be in trouble yet. And I put the A-Rock out there like, I'm going to deal with these freaking Claw Fiends or the Soul Grinder or both. I will do it. Anyways, Magic Fade's got 6 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up fix it up onto the Claw Fiends again. This time, it goes off. They're going to take it, whatever. Everything else I tried to do, he stopped. I tried to do Evil Eyes to kill off either the Claw Fiends or something else just to pick wounds at him, and he kept stopping it. Shooting phase, I'm going to shoot this web launcher from the Chicken Rock into his Tallyman. It kills off 2 Tallymen, gets them some web launching stuckness, and that is it. It's going to start off his turn, turn 3, Demon Legions. Like I said, we're just playing very conservative. So he charges in with the Juggernauts into, I believe, Koopa. I want to say Koopa. It was Koopa. He charges in the Claw Fiends into the A-Rock, right? And he gets in here. He gets in here. Magic Fade's got 9 power dice. He goes ahead and he does Blue Fire. I stop it. Or actually, I let it go through on my general. He doesn't do any wounds onto my general again. Then he goes ahead and he does Wave of Transformation. This one I stop. I'm like, this ain't going to happen. Then he goes ahead, and that's it. We're going to go to... No, he did Stone Skin. He did Stone Skin from nature onto his Juggernauts here. And that's going to make him like fucking tough 6. Alright? Now, the thing is, Koopa does have poison. If Koopa sticks for the round, because he is getting charged, he has a banner. If he does any wounds, Koopa's in trouble. But, the Chicken Rock has poison too, so I'm not too worried about it, but I am worried about it. Over here, the Pink Horrors are going to go start shooting their flaming shots into my freaking Trolls. They do 1 wound. And then close combat, Koopa does 2 wounds. I think I did 3 wounds, but he stopped like 1 of them. Koopa did 2 wounds. He goes ahead and he swings and he does 2 wounds. Oh my god. So now he has a charge, a banner, and 2 wounds to my 2 wounds. I'm down by 2. I roll the dice. Koopa rolls like a 3. Holy shit, Koopa's gonna stick there, and he was just like, fuck. Over here, close combat. Oh my god, that re-rolling 6s saved the freaking A-Rock's ass. He swung and he swung and he swung. He had a freaking handful of dice. He's rolling the dice, and he even got to +1 to wound, so he's wounding me on 5s, right? But making him re-roll all the 6s. He didn't roll any 5s. He re-rolls the 6s. He only gets 2 wounds. The A-Rock goes multi-wound ordnance, all these attacks, poison attacks, goblin attacks, everything goes, and holy shit, the freaking A-Rock does 6 wounds to his 2. I win combat. He crumbles a little bit, but that's about it. And it's going to go ahead and start off Orcs and Goblins turn, whatever turn this is. The Chicken Rock and the 4 Apocalypse Boys are both charging in. This is why the fuck not, right? This is awesome. Now, I believe that the Chicken Rock has a front charge. I think I'm supposed to be an inch back, so it was a front charge we decided. But the Boar Boys definitely have a flank charge. He's moving his general closer, too. I contemplated charging both, or the Trolls and the Boar Boys into his general, but I was just like, No, actually, I think the Trolls were out of his line of sight. Or out of my, he was out of my Trolls line of sight. So the Trolls are going in into, I forgot what unit over there. And this, BAM! Oh my god, they all just get in like so. This is pretty nasty, actually. You got a charge, a flank. I got some killy guys in there. Koopa might die. He might. But it's okay. Magic Fade's got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I do Stay Quiet onto my the A-Rock. Get it off. Then what I really wanted was this one to fix it up, but he stops it this time. Then I go ahead and I do Sneaky Slicing onto my Boar Boys, and I just fail it like an asshole. Or no, I got it, but he stops it. Close combat over here. I only do 3 wounds. He goes ahead and he does like 3 wounds or 4 wounds. 4 wounds. I lose combat because I didn't get enough. That -1 to hit didn't really do shit. Alright. I lose combat. I'm steadfast on a 6. I fail it. I run. He chases. And holy shit, the Arocs getting chased away like so. Over here, close combat. Holy shit. They did about like at least 4 wounds. At least 4. It might have been 5. Okay? But man, he tried to do all his swings on Koopa, and Koopa just shrugged it off like nothing. He stays there though, unfortunately. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Demon Legion's turn 4, it looks like. So I moved the Wolf Riders here in front of his Tallyman. His Tallyman have to do a rear charge. We're playing the building as only the cylinder, not the little thing around it, so he can charge legally into the rear. He charges here to push me off the table. Aroc goes off the table. He's charging his general, flying into my goblin's flank there. That sucks. These guys pushed off the Aroc. These guys got into the rear like I had to. I had to put these guys here for chaff because I moved my general and the savages and everybody up. Like everybody's coming up. So these guys had to charge my chaff. And basically this is how it looks right now. His general did get in. That sucks. Magic Phase got 3 powered ice. And he ends up doing, what spell did he do? He did some shit, but it killed a shit ton of savages. I think he channeled, and he had an extra dice for something. But he ended up doing Dwellers Below. And it ended up killing off 2, 4, 6 orcs. Only 6, because I had to do strength tests. And only 6 died, and he's like, wow, you're lucky. And I was like, it could have been a lot worse, especially for Dwellers Below. Shooting Phase, he ends up starting to shoot this guy with the bolt thrower into my general, hits him, wounds him. I'm like, reroll that wound. He rerolls it again, and holy shit, he racked up 3 wounds onto my general. I'm like, oh, that's brutal. Especially because it's right before my general's about to charge into those Tallymen. Oh my god. Over here, close combat, he challenges, and Koopa accepts, and he fucking kills Koopa. But Koopa kills him at the same time. It's like freaking when Doomsday and Superman just punched each other at the same moment and they both died. It is kind of sad that Koopa died, but at the same time, I got rid of those Juggernauts, which were going to be an issue. They're going to reform facing his general. This was something that was really just like, you know what, I'm steadfast on his general right now. My general's still alive. His general's right there. I'm going to turn both these units around facing the rear of his giant freaking bird. Over here, his Zinch! Zinich! He killed 2 guys. 2. Major Whiff Fest. Thunderstomps kills 4 more. And, like I said, I stick there. I'm gonna be steadfast. And that's it. Over here, close combat. The dog of Chickenhead, the original Chickenhead, killed 1 Tallyman. They killed 1 dog. I am not fucking kidding you. They killed 1 dog. So, he decides he's going to attempt to restrain. He fails the restrain. My dogs are going to run. I mean, he has a charge, a rear, a big rear, a freaking extra ranks, banner, all that crap, right? But he killed 1 dog. So I run, and he fails the restrain, and he's going to run too. And they end up chasing this way and left me a beautiful flank with everything. And it's going to start off Orc and Goblin turn 5, I think this is. And holy shit. The Boarpocalypse boys only have 1 target in this whole list that has magical items, and I'm staring right at them. So my Boar boys are charging in, the Chicken Rock is charging in, they both get in, BAM! Like so. Oh shit! Now it is still a freaking a Demon Prince or Demon Lord. Now I lost 2 to the Boar boys due to dangerous trains running into the water. And then I charge my general, the savages, and the trolls into the Tallyman's flank, and BOOM! Oh shit! Now it is super dangerous for me to charge my general in because my general only has 1 wound remaining. I could die really easily, but I have a plan for that. My Wolf Riders rally apparently, and then yeah, that's how it looks. Let's go into Magic Phase. Magic Phase got 10 powered ice. I go ahead and I do Stay Quiet. He stops it. I go ahead and I do Fix It Up. He stops it. I go ahead and I do an Evil Eye. I think it was Evil. No, I did Sneaky Stabbing. And he's like, I guess I'll let that one go. And he lets it go, and I'm like, I'll heal a wound with my Lore of Nature attribute. And he's like, you dirty son of a bitch. And I look at Jeremy, and I'm like, you brought this to the table. I didn't tell you to bring nature. You brought nature to the table, Jeremy. You did this to yourself. Alright. Close combat over here. I fear him. I don't care. He goes ahead. I think the A-Rock, or Chicken Rock, did 1 wound. He goes ahead and he starts swinging at my goblins, kills off a bunch of goblins. They're still technically steadfast because he's flying. I do nothing, I think. I don't think I did many wounds after that one. I do got a charge in a big rear, or a charge in a flank, I think it was, because he turned. But, yeah, nothing really happened. Over here, impact hits from the big Stabadon, takes 1 wound. The impact hits from the freaking Zod goes and does like 4 wounds, and then he swings and does 2 wounds. And the freaking guys are going, and holy shit, I just start popping the whole fucking unit. I don't even know who's swinging right now. It's the trolls, is it the savages, who is it? I don't know. Everybody's swinging, everybody's destroying them. They freaking pop like that. They're gone. I'm going to overrun with everybody because there's only pink horrors on that side. Why not? And I overrun like so. I turn Zod around. Those Zod's facing his general and the Soul Grinder coming that way. And, yeah, that's how it looks. And this is how it looks on the end of the turn. Like I said, my goblins took a beating, but they're going to reform. They've turned around facing this way. I kept Zod over here because if I lose combat, I need that leadership bubble. I need that leadership bubble. That's why Zod didn't chase over that way. But my goblins are holding. He's holding. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn. He's going to charge over here. These freaking 2 guys that chase down the freaking A-Rock and going for my goblins, right? Doesn't matter. He doesn't make it. He only needed like a 5 and he fails it. These guys right here are charging into the wolves. I flee, but I flee like a horrible distance. He catches me, and he gets out of my line of sight like a lucky fucker he is. Over here, these guys were actually in his army. These are 5 freaking hellhounds that ambush. And as you can see, we left a 1 and a 2 every time they failed ambushes. They failed ambushing 5 times so far. Magic phase, he got 7 powered ice. He goes ahead and he does whatever he does. I stop it. Shooting phase, he shoots the bolt thrower into my general. Oh my god, he gets a hit, he gets a wound, he rerolls the wound, he gets the wound again. I fail my ward save, and he does 1 wound. Woo! If I didn't heal that wound, I would be a dead general. Oh my god, he has me sweating. Alright, over here, close combat. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. You guys can see, there's a freaking something missing in this picture. The Chicken Rock swings first, initiative 4, has 1 ordnance hit, poisons that ordnance hit, he fails to ward save it, he has nothing on him that's boosting any, all his magic items are nullified, all his magic items belong to us, okay, and the Chicken Rock gets the 1 poison, he fails the ward save, and I do it ordnance, and it freaking pops his wizard. Holy shit. Oh shit. 1 freaking shot his ass. Wow. Chicken Rock, you are a sexy son of a bitch, you are. Now, I promised you guys some really cool pictures here. Check this out. This is his general. And I got a bunch of pictures here of his general. He has some ridiculously good painting skills. I really like how the blue and the golds work together. Wow, and the greens. And then you gotta check out his shoulder pad. Look at that shoulder pad with the eye staring right back at you. Anyways, and then you got some extra work here. I just figured I would show you guys this after I killed his general. I'm gonna reform. I turned the Chicken Rock and the Boar Boys facing those pink horrors that are chilling back there. I turned the goblins facing their annihilation on the other side. It's gonna go ahead and start off turn 6 demons. Orcs and Goblins, excuse me. Turn 6 Orcs and Goblins. I charge in everything I could. I charged the Boar Boys, the Chicken Rock into the freaking pink horrors. I could have turned around the goblins and just like walked away from everybody, away from his side to try to avoid stuff, but I was gonna hope to get the fanatics to go in their face for a turn or distract them for a turn. I am getting my secondary objective because my savages got to the back lines. I think the savages charged like another unit of pink horrors back there. I don't know what they're doing. Magic phase got 3 powered ice. Go ahead and I do sneaky stabbing, and he's like, oh, okay, that's kind of random, and I'm like, boop, heal my general again. He goes, shit, god damn it. I was just trying to do any spell at all, the cheapest spells I could do to get freaking heals up. And then close combat, I destroy the freaking unit that was back here, and I'm just going to go ahead and face his last chariot like so. Over here, these guys pop the freaking last of the pink horrors on this side, and they're going to just turn around like so, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn 6. Demon. So he charges into my goblins. My goblins release the fanatic, throw it over here. He ends up connecting that charge anyways. Charges here into my general, and he fails the charge. These guys, one of them got in, the other one hit the fanatic, took it like a man, and died. The other one's alive, and he's gonna fuck up my goblins. Over here, the hellhounds popped. What the hell? Who are these guys? Where were you the whole time? They popped. They don't do shit, but they're basically free points, and he just wanted to put them on the table. Yeah, shooting phase. Shooting phase. His freaking bolt thrower shoots at my general again for the 3rd or 4th time. He hits him again. Now look, my trolls are on the hill, all right, but so is this chariot. So he's figuring he has to shoot hard target, and every single time I've been giving him a hard target to my general, he's been hitting. He's been hitting on 5s and 6s the whole fucking game. Son of a bitch. Hits my general. Goes for the I go for the ward. I fail the ward, and he rolls the D3, and he rolls a single wound. This is his chariot falling over in like disbelief that he could have killed my general 3 times already. He keeps failing it. Oh man. Close combat over here. My guys fear him, and then he just pops the goblins, and that is the end of the game. It was a massive Orcs and Goblins victory. Orcs and Goblins got an 18-2. That's after the secondary objective point, so it would have been like a 15-5, and then I got an additional 3. He lost 3, so 18-2. ONG. This close combat list is doing really good. Unfortunately, this close combat list hasn't fought really much of a gun line. The one thing that has been a gun on the table was that bolt thrower, and the bolt thrower was doing was kind of keeping me on my toes the whole time. So besides that, though, it was a pretty fun game. It was a really fun game. Jeremy is a great guy. He's honestly one of the nicest guys you've ever met in wargaming. This was one of my funnest games. I think this is probably the funnest game I played. And I was really shocked at how some of my, like, going up against this army really originally was kind of like shit. I mean, this is like a pure close combat army versus a pure close combat army. Like, he needs to be in combat. I mean, yeah, he has a lot of points since the Magic Lord, but it was kind of one of those things that's like, I don't know if I'm prepared for this or not. And I think my list did pretty well for what it was. There was a lot of combo charges. There was a lot of units that were working together and had synergy together. The A-Rock and the Boar Boys did great. Koopa and the Boar Boys did great. Koopa alone's always great, but Trolls and the Savages and Zod all just going in together on a Tallyman unit that just popped it. So I think that everybody played to their strengths with combo charges, and that was just awesome, and it was pretty well done, I think. The MVP, A-Rock could have been the MVP, but she died. The Goblins did okay, but they didn't do that great. I think the MVP here, well, the MVP here is the Chicken Rock. The Chicken Rock killed his general, but the secondary MVP would have to be my Goblins that healed my general the whole game and kept him from taking over a better point denial. But yeah, so this puts me on. I actually tied for table 1. Table 1 right now is Justin Berge versus John Ailes, and then it's me in table 2 against oh god, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. I just played the guy too. I feel like an asshole if I don't remember. I am an asshole. I don't remember. I'm gonna look this up. I'm really bad. I'm really gonna look this up. Aaron Musgrave. So I go ahead and I do that, and then my brother is actually tied with my point, but he has to. No, he's not tied. He's lower than me, but he can tie if he gets a big win, and that's against who did he play his 3rd round? Oh, he played a Lizardman player. I forgot which Lizardman player he played. But yeah, so the table I'm on is a table 2. The whole day so far I've been on table 2. They decide that they're going to switch me to table 1 because I already played twice on table 2, and they said I could use a different table. So MVP was a Chicken Rock. Here's my point totals total. point totals for the whole tournament so far. The Boar Boys are making a comeback. The Boar Boys are doing actually pretty decent. I got to give them a lot of credit. The Savages are holding their own. Like I said, the fact that I have so many units like target saturation, that it's been harder and harder to chap the Savages, which I'm appreciating. The Trolls did alright. They didn't do great, but they did alright. That fucking bolt thrower was fucking up my general, which was really rough. And then the Goblins holding up the rear have been doing really good as well. So I'm really excited on how my army has been performing. I'm hoping that they could keep it up. Let's see how the last game goes against Aaron. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys have any comments or feedback, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be posting up the last video of the CarnEvil tournament coming up very soon. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace. And guys, I've already mentioned in my last video, but I'll mention it again. Team Mexico, if you happen to be of Mexican descent, have dual citizenship, or live in Mexico, or have lived in Mexico for more than 2 years in the last once you turned 18 or older, please send me a message if you're interested in going to Salamanca, Spain for ETC 2017. We need one more Mexican, and we have an official squad for Team Mexico. Now, if you are interested in joining Team Mexico and you're a great player, you can still apply for our team. I just need one more to be qualified for Team Mexico, but then I also have space for other members for our team. We do have some good studs lined up. We're hoping to just freaking shock the world when we come out with Team Mexico, and everybody's gonna be like, what the hell, these guys with luchador masks and sombreros beat us. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.